We're now off to Center Hill Lake to visit with Richard Painter, a graduate of Vol State who has built a successful career as a professional artist. The unique art form he has developed uses wood and fire to create surprisingly detailed works of art, which have been featured in exhibits across the United States and Europe.
I'm Richard Painter. I'm an artist, and I use fire to make art. Well, I decided to try to make a living being an artist when I got laid off from my job as a mechanic, and decided since I had a basic talent for drawing, basically, that I would give it a shot. And that's when I decided to go back to school and study art. And it was during that time that I felt like I could do it. I think my work, what makes my work so unique is the burning process. And another part that makes it unique is that I take a single image normally. I don't have a full composition. It's usually the isolated single image within a burned field. And I think when people see it, it's unusual because you see so much work that is composed of landscape elements or other abstract elements that fills up the space. I would rather the viewer complete the work. So therefore it's more of a theatrical experience for the viewer. It enlarges the experience in the viewer's mind rather than having it done for them on the surface of the work. I guess, the main thing is you have to believe in your own voice, your own identity, but it takes a while to establish that. You get out of a university, a school situation, which is an artificial environment, actually, and you're suddenly out into the real world, and you have to create your own schedules, you have to create your own space, you have to create your own tools to work with, you have to really utilize your creative spirit in ways that's not just about creating the work itself. You have to create the connections to other people. You have to go out and create those connections with galleries. You have to make the effort to get into museum shows. All this goes toward developing your reputation, which you then build on year after year, and it can take years to do that. And I guess fundamentally that's the main thing I've learned is to believe in yourself, and sometimes that gets difficult to do. When you're in the studio alone and you've just got the 10th rejection this month, and it gets a little hard to think, would a sane person be doing this? So yeah, you have to take that belief out into the world and be confident in when you present yourself and your work to someone, and it's a difficult thing. But it's also a very, very rewarding thing when you do get accepted or you do get an award, and it takes you that much further down the road, and you start building that reputation into something larger, and you start making these connections, and then it starts coming back to you after so many years. All the work that you put in it starts coming back, and people start calling you instead of you having to go out and make all the effort and make all the calls. I had one friend that said, you spend 10 years building the train and then you get on it and ride, which I always thought was a good analogy for this process of becoming an artist.
Thanks, Richard. If you would like to view more of Richard's work, we have a link on volstate.edu/Vol State Presents. You can view more segments from our show by visiting our website at volstate.edu/Vol State Presents.